Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
What are you doing, you little asshole? You ate yesterday. They always look at you like, why are you starving me? They would explode if I let them eat all they wanted. Alright, well, what we have to do is visit Freckles, who's a large West African gaboon viper.
Do you need this thing?
Who soiled her cage and now has flies. So, gaboons don't really like going into tubs.
Put her on the floor.
I would just rather put her on the floor and just be happy with that. Come on, I know, you're being manipulated. Come on. Come on. You've attracted flies, which are not your friends. Come on. There you go.
Oh my.
Yes, she devastated it.
Whew.
Yep.
You stinker.
Do I have... Alright, well you can... Oh, here it is. I'll stay here then. What are you striking at? Well, that's why she's called Striker.
The little head bobber is trying to get your attention.
Yes, I do. I visited with him earlier too.
Trying to let you know he's hungry?
Well, yeah, but he ate yesterday too. Let's get my hand in it. Lots of nice urate. Lots of nice stink.
Yes.
Alright, this will need a quick rinse outside in the mudroom, so I'll be right back. Doesn't look like she's going anywhere, but if she does, there's your defensive weapon. Although she won't attack you, she'll just go under something. I call her Freckles because she has these beautiful freckles on her head and face. I'm very fond of freckles on snakes as well as people. I think ladies look really pretty with some freckles on their face. Mostly gingers have this trait, but
Yes, and it's usually caused by sun damage.
yes, well, you know, as far as I'm concerned, people damage themselves as bad as the sun does by doing other things like smoking and tattooing and stuff. It's now shown that those pigments actually get into lymph nodes. I know, I see you. And when it gets into your lymph nodes, which filters your lymph and keeps harmful things out of your body, when it accumulates there, it means that it's probably not really the best thing for you. Really?
Oh.
I know, I know. They really let you know when they're unhappy.
Very beautiful snake. Very bad-tempered snake. Oh, are you going to go explore? Oh, he's back. She was just starting to move a bit.
Now, because she had some flies in there, and we've had a very nasty experience with her with flies, I'm really sort of thinking about giving her a swim to wash any potential eggs that have been deposited on her. Hi.
I bet you would love to take a swim.
Oh yeah, she'd really like that. I love that central brown stripe, which is resembling the vein in the stem in a leaf. That would help hide her head in her natural environment. Those pupils are relatively big, so she's very apprehensive and wants to let all the light in possible so she can clearly see, you know, what's annoying her.
What direction to attack first?
Yes, there's two potential predators standing over her, so it's she doesn't know quite how to proceed from there. Now, what I think I will do is I will take this out there, put some water in it. Yes. This is the usual thing when you have a small body signature, i.e. you get down low to the ground, you don't look so imposing and threatening. But when you rise up to stand up, it's a very imposing, threatening thing to them. So that's just her reacting to me getting large. And if you remember, in the animal kingdom, if an animal is frightened or threatening, they make themselves as big as they can to their adversary. So that's how that was interpreted.
Oh, you have a treat coming. decided to explore just a little bit.
Oh, well, how nice. Now, because she was sitting on poo and her own bacteria, as well as our winged enemies, I'm going to put a little chlorhexidine in there. Chlorhexidine is a good disinfectant, and it's actually pretty innocuous to the animal. St. Louis Zoo, when they're pulling snakes out of their enclosures to clean the cage and stuff, they go into a bucket with up to 3% chlorhexidine, and the animals can drink it, but this allows them so they don't have to clean the bucket in between snakes. So it speeds up the whole thing, because one snake is not going to transmit something bad to another. So we'll just do that, and we'll leave it on her in her enclosure, and we'll get her back in there if we get her back in there. Now, you see I'm using some special tools. I have this very nice Bitis large-bodied snake hook from Midwest Tongs. It's got that special end on it. And gaboons and other big snakes, it's easy to break ribs and break the spine and things like that. I know. So you spread out.
Now she wants to go explore.
Oh, come on. So you want to spread out the load on the ribs by using flat tools or special hooks. Now you're going to love this. If you think you're upset now, just wait a second. There we go. There. You got a nice dunk. Whoa.
Doesn't want to go back.
Yes. We've really irritated her. Whoop. A little close to the legs for a gaboon. Yeah, I'm okay with letting some cobras come this close because my genes will protect me, but not with 1-inch long fangs. There's just not a good idea to have those close to your body, because it will leave a mark.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that's it with Miss Freckles. Anybody else want to play? Okay, Mr. Frantic here thinks I forgot to feed him, and he has been going what I call batshit crazy. Oh, happy snake! There we go, bud. What are you doing? Huh? You chew on that. I'm just going to try to get your shedding out. This is a boomslang, of course. One of the medically significant deadly snakes of Africa. They don't bite a whole lot of people, but when they do, it's serious bite. It's the venom equivalent of the Ebola virus. It causes your capillaries to break down and leak blood into your tissues, and you bleed from just about every orifice on your body, including your pores sometimes. Just a very bad bite. Fortunately, it's relatively slow acting, so you can get treatment, but the antivenom is very expensive and hard to come by. It costs from the manufacturer. Now, this is not any sort of a markup that you would get in a hospital in the U.S. The cost is over $5,000 a vial.
How many vials would it take?
Depends on how long, Okay, I mean, these guys can envenomate you without chewing. It depends on the potency of the bite. I would imagine it probably only takes one or two vials to counteract most bite. Generally speaking, I would imagine one vial should do the trick. But I'm not interested in finding out. I do have 3 vials in the fridge downstairs. They're expired. As long as they remain clear with no particulate matter in there, they're still good. They may lose some potency, but so you may have to use a second vial if bitten. But at any rate, I don't even want to go there because this is a bite that I do not want to have. Although it's not a, you know, you're going to die before you get to the hospital thing, the severe effects won't manifest for hours. So you can get to the hospital and stop the process before it really builds up speed and you get into serious trouble. But he used to want to really kill me all the time. And, you know, now he's still leery of me, but he realizes this guy brings me good stuff to eat. Therefore, he's generally okay. I'll tolerate him. I really love these guys, the way they smack their lips. And also how they bite their prey item. I'm giving you bigger food, dude, because you're bigger. See, they never go for the head because that's where the teeth are. They go for the backside, and normally I let go by this time, so he can he'll chew on it and he'll work to one end or the other and down it. I've had him since he's a hatchling. He's over a year old. He's getting really big. Hopefully, I believe he's a male. I don't plan to breed these guys, but it would be cool because I've never bred them before. I know people here in the U.S. that have. It would be cool, but I don't know if I want to because there's not a big market for them, and it's very, very difficult to find homes for them. His sibling is now at M Toxins in Wisconsin. You know, I had 2. I didn't need 2, so I shared with Nathan so he could grow it up and put it on his venom extraction line, so his venom could go for research purposes.
He's calmed down so much. I mean, this is, for me to get this close with the camera is very unusual. He used to, as soon as he saw me, he'd, you know, run and hide, and now I can actually get close enough to get some decent footage. Doesn't seem the least bit concerned.
Nope, food rules.
Yep.
Of course, when I had the cage door open, I want to have something ready to stick in his mouth. Like I said, he's somewhat lost his fear of me, and won't hesitate to come and visit me for something tasty.
Yeah, that's a mixed blessing. It's nice that he's not scared, and on the other hand, you really don't want him coming out and visiting too close.
You can see that he's a male. Look at the size of the swelling post. There's his anal scoot, and look how big that is.
He's saying you got a big package. How do you like that? You should do well with the ladies.
Yeah. Hi. How you doing, bud? How you doing? I know that was sort of a nervous tongue flick, huh? Do you see something to eat? Huh? Do you see something to eat? There you go, bud. There you go. You got it? Alright, I think that's enough food for you. I would like to get your shedding out. My sheddings go to Eden Bio. And this is all sort of stuck as usual. They make all sorts of things out of snake sheddings with the intention to replace the use of actual snake and reptile skins in the trade, so no snake or lizard will need to be sacrificed for people's vanity.
Yes. Cruelty-free is good with me. That's the way to go, the way to do it.
Yep. You're doing pretty well here, dude, but let me put you in here. Try to keep it out of your water dish. And shut the door. There you go. I think 3 is a good start for you this week.
He's another one who snots up his glass.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that or why, but they do.